What is up, y'all? Corey here, and on this episode, we're going to talk about the 3 pillars to unlimited leads for health and fitness professionals. And the reason that we're talking about this is because the number one question that I get as somebody who does marketing is, how do I get leads? And there are 3 things specifically that you need, kind of like the Lord of the Rings trilogy. You need all 3. You can't just watch one. Otherwise, Gollum gets the ring and everybody dies. No, I'm just kidding. That's a terrible analogy. But in reality, you really do need all 3 aspects of these to make sure you consistently get leads. And we're going to get into all 3 of them here today. Let's go. The first pillar, or the first episode of this trilogy, is having a good offer. And I'm going to pose this by asking you a question. Do you know what you sell? Most people don't know what they sell. They think they sell personal training. They think they sell coaching. They think they sell physical therapy. That's what you do. It's not what you sell. What you sell is a solution to a problem. And your offer is how you take somebody from point A to point B, and the offer is the bridge that makes that possible. That's the first pillar that's essential to this process. And I really learned this lesson when I was transitioning from going as an occupational therapist to a website designer. When I first got into website design, that was my very first offer, and that's what I would offer people. I would say, hey, I'm a website designer. Do you want me to build a website? That was cool and all, but honestly, that's really not what people want when they ask for a website. What they really want is they want leads. They want new clients. They want new customers. That's the value of a website. It's a place where somebody can find you. They can find out information from you, and hopefully they book a call or buy something from you. That's really the value in it. And so when I realized that it's not website design that they wanted, it was leads, I repackaged my offer, and it sounded something like this instead. It said, I help health and fitness professionals attract leads by having a website that looks professional, ranks well on Google, and converts traffic to clients, right? It's a very clear outcome. I know that you are struggling with getting clients and leads. Here's the solution to the problem. And so that's pillar number 1, is having a very clear offer on what it is what problem you're helping somebody solve and how you're going to take them from point A to point B. And there's 3 tips that I want to give you when you're considering your offer. The first one is, what is your customer's dream outcome? What are they hoping to get when they go from A to B? The second thing is, what obstacles do they face to achieving that outcome? The more clearly you understand the barriers that they're going to run into, the easier it is for you to formulate something that is a solution to those problems. You can basically make a list of all of the challenges, the struggles, the pain points that somebody might deal with to go from point A to point B. And then you basically list out how you're going to solve all those things, or how you're going to be the solution to all of those problems. So when you talk to them, it's like, oh, he clearly understands how to get me from point A to point B. It honestly makes selling a whole lot easier. And the third thing is, how can you be the solution to all of those obstacles? I kind of just said it a second ago, but that's really what it comes down to, is having a very clear outcome and how you can position yourself as the clear guide or the clear mentor to get them from where they are to where they want to be of their dream outcome. That's pillar number 1. And in the words of somebody that I'm sure so many of you know, Alex Hormozy, make an offer so good people would feel stupid saying no. Great advice. Pillar number 2, or episode number 2, is your marketing. When people first get into marketing their business, they try to do literally everything from TikTok, blogging, newsletters, Facebook ads, podcast shows, Instagram pages, YouTube channels, community events, and they realize that when they're trying to do everything, nothing ever gains any traction. They burn out and they eventually quit. And I know this from firsthand experience because when I used to work as an occupational therapist, part of my job was to find unique ways to attract new clients or new patients to the clinic. And that's exactly what I did. I tried to do everything. I was writing handwritten letters to doctors. I was going to local events. I was delivering goodie bags to different hospitals and clinics. I was writing cold emails to anybody that I think that I could somehow connect with or build a relationship. And ultimately, none of them worked because I didn't stick to any of them. And I got frustrated, I got burnt out, and it didn't really lead to a lot of clients or customers. And I was also confused on what marketing is. I think a lot of people think that marketing is just another form of selling. It's that you somehow connect with these people and then they want to buy from you. That's really not marketing at all. Marketing at its core is just attention. It's staying top of mind. And then when they are ready to buy from you, you are the first thing that they think of. So for whatever marketing that you're doing, think about, what do you want people to know you for? And that's where all your marketing strategy comes into, is how can I position myself as the go-to source for X topic so that when they are ready to buy from you, you are the first thing that pops in their brain and they're like, oh, I need to go talk to this person because I know that's what they offer and I know that they have this solution to this problem. That's what marketing is. It's not really selling. And this is also actually one of the many reasons that I love just content creation in general as a form of marketing. It's something that I personally can stick to. If it's done correctly, it's a value add approach. It doesn't require me to run around like a banshee going to all sorts of different events around the town. And really, it's something that keeps me top of mind in my clients and customers. And that's some of the many reasons that I love content creation in general as a form of marketing. And so if you're just figuring out this marketing thing, here's what I recommend you: one avatar, one platform, and one problem. So think about the one person you want to help. What platform are they on? And how and what problems specifically are you helping them solve? And then essentially you just create content on that, or you run ads on that. And if you want to do more local events, the same sort of philosophy applies. It's what's your one avatar? What's the one, maybe two local events that you're going to attend to? And what problem are you helping people solve at that event? Same principle applies. But if you're just getting into marketing, really the take home point here is less is more. Think about just really small so that you don't burn out and quit like I did. So in the words of Gary Vaynerchuk, if you don't know who he is, he's just a huge marketer, but he says, even if your ambitions are huge, start slow, start small, build gradually, build smart. And pillar number 3, or episode number 3, however you want to think about it, is your product or your service. Hard truth for you: if you are not getting referrals, it might be because you're not as good as you think you are, yet. And that's okay, because you can always get better. If you have a killer offer and your marketing is on point and you're still not getting those referrals, I have a few questions for you. Are you getting people the results that they actually desire? Are you doing it quickly and efficiently? Are you making it an enjoyable experience throughout the entire process? And in the words of Seth Godin, are you remarkable, aka worth making a remark about? Are people telling their friends about you? If the answer to any of these questions are no, that's totally okay, because now you know what you need to improve upon. I totally learned this firsthand by one of the very first clients that I worked with. Is she was a health coach. I noticed on her website that she needed some help, so I reached out to her and I was like, hey, I noticed that there were some designs or updates or some things that we could do to your website that would hopefully convert more leads and would also increase some of the traffic that would come to your website. And I went above and beyond in this situation. I didn't just improve the design and layout. I improved the copy, the SEO, the photos, the load time, the animations of the website, basically everything that I can think of. And as a result, she told her friends and family about me. Not so much so that she actually was a health coach for other health coaches. And so I got a flood of new clients purely because I provided a service that was so far above and beyond that it was remarkable. It was worth making a remark about. And that isn't a brag to myself. There are many things that I can improve upon as well. But it's just, I think the concept is that if you have an amazing offer and you have incredible marketing, but you're still struggling, it might be considering what sort of product or service you're offering people, and if it's up to par to really what people want or desire. And one of the reasons that I saved this for the last pillar is that referrals really in the marketing world are the most powerful form of marketing. If you are, as Cal Newport would say, so good they can't ignore you, that people want to talk about you, it makes every other aspect of your marketing or your lead generation that much easier. And so just as a final recap, the 3 pillars to unlimited leads is: number 1, have a killer offer or something so good people would say dumb to. Number 2 would be keep your marketing simple: one avatar, one platform, one problem. And the third pillar would be master your craft, or as Cal Newport would say, be so good that they can't ignore you, and then you'll have unlimited referrals from your clients. Hope that's helpful. Love you guys. Peace. Hey friend, thanks for listening to the show, and if you have any feedback for me about the show or any other guests that you'd want to see in the show, definitely shoot me a message. I love engaging with my audience and figuring out how I can provide the best value possible to the people listening to this show. Before you go, I only have one ask of you, and that would be to check out my 3 Tips Tuesday newsletter. It's 3 marketing tips every Tuesday specifically for the health and fitness entrepreneur to help them attract new leads. If you press the link in the description, it'll take you directly to the archive of all my previous newsletters, and you can decide for yourself if it's something for you. If you end up finding it helpful, you can just sign up for the newsletter and you'll get it in your inbox every Tuesday. Thanks again, and keep hustling, my friends.